The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Now up, the ongoing saga of the Milwaukee Brewers. They've been trying to figure out who's going to be this last guy on the roster. It came down to Luke Voit and Keston Hiura. Neither guy are you necessarily looking at and thinking, okay, this is the defensive stud. This is the guy you play every day. But both are in situations where they are a nice complement to the lineup based on their handedness, based on their offensive skill set. And so, Brandon, I'll open up to you with the question, Luke Voit or Keston Hiura, who would you have rather had? Obviously, the Brewers chose Luke Voit.
Yeah, it's really tough because, Luke Voit, when he was on the Yankees, you knew you were going to get some pop in his bat, and, you were just hoping that any throw on a ground ball was not in the dirt because that was not getting scooped up. It was going to get by him. Fielding, yeah, of course, fielding wise, not the best. However, Keston Hiura, he is an above average hitter, and so is Voit, and they're honestly so similar in the way that that their stats look, that it is really tough. And if you're going by age, of course, Hiura is 26 and Voit is in his 30s now. And Hiura was one of the Brewers' top prospects for quite a while. This is their first round pick from 2017, who they picked him 9th overall. The expectations were pretty high for this guy, and they've kind of been waiting, really since 2019 when he started getting full-time run. They were kind of waiting for the breakout season, and big struggles in 2020, big struggles in 2021. Finally turned it around a little last year, but I think they're going with Luke Voit just because they've seen enough of Keston Hiura. Sure, 115 OPS plus, that's great. You want to know what's not great is this strikeout to walk ratio. 111 Ks to 23 walks. That's little over 5-1 strikeouts to walks. And is the fielding that much better? I mean, Hiura, negative 0.7 defensive WAR on Baseball Reference last year, and Voit had a negative 0.3. That was with the Nationals, the negative 0.3, and then a negative 0.8 with the Padres. So yeah, negative 1.1. But I think they're picking Voit because he's a veteran, little more clubhouse leadership, and they want the new guy in there. They've seen enough of a Keston Hiura.
Yeah, my take is also Luke Voit. They made the right decision here in bringing him along, and it's basically more about need than who they want to see, because you have to look at the rest of the roster around them. On the third base, middle infield type situation, because again, Hiura has played all over the place for them over the last couple of years with injuries and stuff. But at the end of the day, you've got Luis Urias as a right-handed bat. You've got Willy Adames as a right-handed bat. You've got guys like Brasso and Miller off this bench that are also going to be right-handed bats. And so you've got a lot in there that's going to be able to do similar things to him at similar clips. And that's also considering it's not just them looking at Luke Voit as the new guy. They're also looking at Bryce Terang, who looks set to come up with this team, break camp. Their number 2 prospect this year, number 65 overall, is going to break as the second baseman. And so that is another fresh look that you're getting with this group. Meanwhile, for Voit, you're looking at a guy and talking about a man who is the lone right-hander among those power bats. You're looking at Rowdy Tellez, a guy who's a left-handed bat. Jesse Winker is going to be that DH, and honestly, with the way his performance has been of late, it looks likely that they'd probably switch based on matchup between Voit and Winker in as that DH during the primary lineup. And so overall, it just brings so much more to have a right-hander in Luke Voigt as an option than it would to bring Hura back around for another run.